Leo, welcome to your full moon lunar eclipse reading. So, Leo, we are at the very end of Scorpio season, right? We've got a full moon tonight in Taurus, so Taurus opposing the scorpionic energy. And lunar eclipses are always about change, right? And because it's a full moon, because it's a lunar eclipse, because it's Scorpio season, it's always like purging something out, isn't it? It's always like some kind of painful sort of an ending sometimes. Um, Certainly uncomfortable because change is always uncomfortable, regardless of how drastic or how minor it may be. Um, I will say this. The astrology does indicate that there is going to be a major shift, that this lunation tonight, tomorrow morning, is in fact going to have long-term ramifications for us. And so the change that comes in, whether we consciously participate in the change or we just allow it to unfold, right? And just sort of like stand back as an observer. However, your approach to this is, I think what you'll find in hindsight, if you kind of circle the date and come back to it next year and you look back, you're going to see that there was something that shifted very, very tangibly when you look back to this point. So, November 2021 is a significant, it's a significant shift. So, with all of that said, you can see I got the cards already rolled out, and I want to actually start up here with these oracle cards because this really kind of gives us the framework for the whole reading. You do see in the Black Moon astrology deck, we got moon. We got the moon card, right? And I feel like when I saw that moon dash soul, it's like, oh, Leo's doing some soul searching. That's what came in. I was like, oh, they're doing soul searching. And so then I pulled out Solar Calm, and I actually had to look up the Solar Calm card, and because I have no idea what that means. So I'm going to read that to you here in just a second. But I just wanted to also say that we've got bring love into the situation and wisdom. So I do feel like wisdom, there is something, it's master number 22. There is a shift. There's definitely a shift going on during this full moon, Leo, that has you calming. So, because you're ruled by the sun, Leo, so isn't that interesting that we'd have solar calm? So, in other words, there's something about you calming that solar like influence, which is natural to your will, like it's natural to your sign. Calming the solar part of you, the fiery part of you, the part that wants to leap onto the scene and do things and change things and go places, and right. Because it's almost like the message is take some time out to kind of gather some wisdom that wants to come in. There's a soul searching energy here where you need to bring love into the situation. So what is the situation? Well, maybe we'll explore that more when we get down into the tarot message, but I do want to read for you the Solar Calm Clarify card, because like I said, I don't know that I've ever even seen this card before, like at all. And I was like, what is Solar Calm? Like, what the heck is that? So here's what it says. Listen, when the sun is calm, with few sunspots or solar flares, its steady energy is quiet and soothes any turbulence in our solar system. Okay. The volume is turned down on all the other aspects of your astrological chart. Telescopes see farther into space. People tend to search for the metaphysical. Plant growth slows down, but the arts and creative processes often blossom. Politics tends to be opinionated but quiet, attitudes more entrenched. It's a hard time to start a revolution. Just appreciate the deep, energizing quiet of this time. Work for steady progress and play the long game. Listen to your muse and support the arts. Take a creative approach, Leo, and work towards positive change within the systems that are now in place with gentle, steady pressure. Find like minds and grow those deep connections. Listen to the quieter voices that are not usually heard, whether this is the whispering voice of your intuition, wisdom, or the subtle voice of the introverts or underrepresented. In romantic relationships, hold hands and look for places of quiet refuge together. Build relationships now that will help you manifest needed changes when the tide turns and the sun activates. It is not a time to push ahead or to spark change. Okay, if you try to motivate practical change in your life or try a totally new approach, it can feel like trying to light a match in the fog. Be patient and the fog will clear in time. So, interesting message for you, Leo. So, there is a shift, but for you, it's sort of asking you, I feel like, to be introspective. So, this is a very different message than I've gotten for the other signs. And as a Leo rising myself, I find it interesting, right? So let's take a look and see what the tarot message has to say about all this. So at the bottom of the decks, we see the Lovers and the Seven of Cups. Now, one could say that the Lovers being a choice, right? And trying to come into harmony, trying to come into equilibrium, maybe that's hard to do because you have so many options or you're not sure, confused about how to move forward. It can also literally mean that there is that there's something going down within a love relationship, like quite literally, right? Like somebody has made you an option or you're not sure if there are other options. The grass is greener on the other side. You're confused. So there's something about you needing to make a decision clearly that's going to bring you into an alignment in your life that's clearly going to make you feel happy, that's based in love, right? Because it says bring love into the situation right here. And it does say wisdom. And so I feel like that you're trying to gain wisdom with this Lovers, Seven of Cups energy, but you're not sure how to proceed at this point, is what I would say at the outset. Let's look at the message and see what we get going on here. So we do have the Hermit right out the gate. There's your wisdom. And we do have Page of Cups. There's bring love into the situation. Boom, boom, right there. Then we get into the Ten of Swords, Five of Swords. So here we see this processing of like mental anguish, okay? There's something in your mental space that needs to be worked through, clearly. Yes, the good news is it's a 10, so it's at the end of something. But maybe that's why you're doing some soul searching, and maybe that's why you got solar calm. Is because you just need to take a time out because there's something that needs to be worked on here. We'll see. And then, okay, so it ends with the wheel. So clearly the wheel is turning. This is a 10. This is a 10. You're coming to the end of something. I think the shift with this lunar eclipse, for you, Leo, for your sign specifically, okay, you can't, you can't move forward yet. This is destined. This is destined for sure. And whatever it is, it's definitely going to bring you into a lighter space. Okay. It's definitely going to allow you to release something that's kind of heavy and burdensome. Okay. It's definitely going to bring you into a calmer place, into a more harmonious and balanced place. And it may allow you actually to make a better trajectory for yourself going forward. So it's definitely new energy with Page, okay? So it's definitely brand new. It's like hitting the reset button, it feels like. Okay. This truly is coming to the end of a cycle. The wheel is turning. There's something destined that's happened. There's a reason why. It's like you being catapulted into this new timeline that's like where you're supposed to be. It's meant to be. It's for your highest good. It's to bring you to elevated levels within yourself. And it's to put you on a path that ultimately I feel like is going to lead you to a much happier place, right? So let's keep going. Underneath the Hermit, we've got the Four of Cups and the Fountain. And the Fountain is that extra card in the Fountain Tarot. It's Major Arcana 23. It talks about not really needing to consider anybody else's input. That really, it really dovetails with the Hermit, because it really talks about you just going within and like inquiring with your own intuition, with your own wisdom, like it, like blocking the outside world. Okay, so we've got a lot of wisdom card, like triple wisdom here. And Four of Cups in this context, I feel like, isn't that the apathy? I mean, the guy's like not particularly happy in this card, okay? He's not looking at the cup. Okay? He's not interested in what anyone else has set out for him. Okay? I feel like he's really introspecting. He's really going within, because the answer that he's seeking for does come within. It's not going to be found. When he's trying to decide in the Seven of Cups, like when he's trying to decide whether or not he wants to take that cup, that's an answer that comes in time. It's not something that somebody can just come in tomorrow, hand you the cup, and be like, here's the solution to your problem, Leo. No. This is something brand new. This is you, Leo, with this Page of Cups and this Queen of Wands. Like, you're gathering intel. You're approaching it with the mindset of a beginner, Page of Cups. You're using your feeling nature, okay, in combination with this Queen of Wands. It sort of sets you in a very confident and a very mature. Again, the Queen of Wands has a lot of wisdom. She's got a lot of experience. She's a feminine energy. She's a receiver, right? So you're receiving wisdom from the universe. You're opening yourself up. You're humbling yourself, like the Page, right? To gather the intel, to open your heart space, right? To receive the information. But you're also about to weather a storm, okay? You're also about to have to be courageous and confident and bold, because what you're about to do is to deal with this right here, with this hot mess. Okay? So the Ten of Swords is clarified by Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, Strength. Okay, I don't even know. I'm just going to take all this together. You've got Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, Strength, Five of Swords, Three of Wands. Okay, so there's something that you feel like you're losing. There's something that's causing heartbreak, or at the very minimum, disappointment. But it's something that, like, you're wise to, though. See? Yeah. I mean, it is. It's tough energy, no doubt about it. But I almost feel like with the Strength and the Queen of Wands here and this Three of Wands, that's sort of like, see how it's all interspersed? Yeah, but you're coming along nicely, because you're starting to understand that, like, you're almost starting to appreciate it, is how I'm feeling, Leo. Like, you're almost starting to appreciate the situation. It's like, yeah, I mean, it kind of sucked. It was hardcore. It was harsh. It was heavy. But you're in this place now where, like, Leo, there you are in the Strength card. Like, and with this Queen of Wands and with this Three of Wands, like, you are overcoming this. You are, the wheel is turning. Like, you are starting to see, like I said, that this is a gift. Like, this is gaining, like, experience points, in a video game. Like, this is like, well, I chalk this up to experience. Okay, like, note to self, don't do that again. Like, note to self, like, that was a learning experience. Like, I know what not to do next time. Like, right? It's like that. and I'm not trying to minimize it, but I mean, I really feel that. I really feel that in this energy that, like, you're okay. Like, you feel okay. You're feeling like you can face this. You're feeling Queen of Wands and strength, right? Like, you're Leo. The sun is going to rise, right? And it's not going to be too very long. You're gaining clarity and vision on this, and it's setting you up, like I said, so that you can start to think about getting yourself on a new timeline, like literally a new timeline. 301s, this is like, you've made the decision in the 201s to take action, right? So by the time we get to the wheel, by the time we process through all of it, and you've sort of gained that momentum and you've gained that strength, you've put down that burden, right? You've got a 10 of swords and a 10 of wands. It's come to a completion. It's done. Now you just need to deal with changing your mind. 5 of swords and 5 of swords double, right? So this is you overcoming this mental pattern. This is you, like I said, coming in with a page, coming in with a new point of view, with a new wisdom, with a new perspective, and being willing to have the strength to look at this thing right in its face and telling it to go the hell away. Okay? You're ready to put it down. You're ready to conquer it and to let it go, to purge it. This is the lunar eclipse. You're ready to bring something in that is, okay, in Taurus. The moon is in Taurus. Let's think about it. That's going to bring you value. That's going to, resonate with who you are, with what you see for yourself, with what you build, with what you want to bring in. Like, this is you putting yourself on a new pathway to attract the things to your life that you align with, that you deserve. This is people and situations and possessions and things that, this is how you make money. This is how you acquire possessions. This is how this is like upgrading your environment, okay? This is you taking stock, okay? It's gaining strength. It's gaining momentum. It's building within you. It's putting down the swords. It's putting down the burden. It's shifting your thought patterns, okay? And it's starting to look forward in the 3 of wands in the wheel, like the wheel at the end of the road. You've got the wheel, the 3 of wands, and the 8 of wands. Okay, now the wheel can turn. You've done the hard work. You've made your way through it. You did the introspection. You gained the wisdom. You got the clarity. You took the time. You made a decision, and you purged out the confusion. It's done. You chalked it up to experience. The past is in the past. The wheel is turning. And now there's forward momentum with the 8 of wands and the 3 of wands. Now you're back in your fire element, right? And then you're ready to go. So there's this process. There's this purging process. And when we have a lunar eclipse, when we have this moon, we have to take the time and we have to invest in it. We have to be willing to put everything else down and tell everybody, you know what, I need a little bit of time. I'm going to go hibernate in my room for a weekend or a week or, however long. And then we get into Sagittarius season and the momentum starts to pick back up again. And you start to feel like yourself and things start to calm down. And the sun comes out again. And you're back to your beautiful Leo self. Easy peasy. Not really. But who better than Leo to face something like that and come out on top? Who better than Leo? So, this is your reading. I hope that somebody out there got something out of it. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back next week on Monday. Start Sag season. It's a fire season. It's a nice element for you, Leo. You should be happy in it. And come back and see us, and we will get into it. All right, take care.